Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going? I know I haven't uploaded very much lately, and I do apologize. I'm sort of out of ideas on what to do on this channel, so please forgive me. I am doing my best, and I have life and stuff, I haven't been doing much of that, and I have someone in my life now. But anyways, we are going to be looking at my Broadway Limited Imports New Haven i5. This model I got 3 years ago, I think. I got it off eBay on Bidder, I think. And it was in bids. I think I outbidded a couple people that were bidding on this thing, and I won, and right in my place. It's a brass hybrid locomotive. It's in their QSI range, so probably before Paragon 2, I would say. This thing has given me a lot of joy over the past 3 years that I've had it. It still works pretty good, but there's one slight problem to it. Now we'll turn on the power right now. Here it goes. But there we go. Need to shut this thing up so I can actually show you what's going on with it. By the way, before I show you guys, how do you guys like my crappy little scenery, greenery thingy? I'm a beginner, please forgive me. Anyways, let's see where the problem lies. Can you hear that? The motor's turning, or it's spinning, and it's spinning the, the little arm thing, if I can think of a name for it. But the locomotive, it's not moving. It is getting power, but you can see the lights on, but it's not moving. Something's spinning in there. I think I do know what it is. Yeah. There's that. I have opened this thing up before several months ago, and it's a little bit tricky to get open. I mean, Broadway Limited stuff, they're not the easiest to get open. They're actually pretty tough little things. They're basically like tanks, this one included. But as for decoder wise with this thing, sometimes it responds okay, sometimes it doesn't. This thing is it's not the greatest performer out there. I mean, I think I've seen a little bit better online, really. Yeah, sometimes this thing is not as good. I might plan to get another one eventually. I did hear they're re-releasing this thing, except in a DCC ready version. But this one is probably roughly 20 years old. But yeah, let's get to it. It's always a good idea to uncouple the tender locomotive first, although I gotta get some tweezers to do that. I should probably be doing this on the workbench, not on the table. Get something sharper, actually. No, I wouldn't say sharper. It's kind of more like a... There we go, something like these. It kind of helps get the job done. You know what, I'm gonna do this off camera. Right, I'm a moron. I was supposed to do it on the workbench and not on the layout, but I got it off anyway. So now let's see where the problem lies. I had this thing open before. Now just remember where the freaking screws are. Okay, I might just try undoing at least a couple screws, but we'll see how this plays out. Alright, there we go. So I was right. This sort of fell back, or actually I think the motor got loose or something, and the drive shaft, that's the name I was looking for, came off of that, and disconnecting the wires. There we go, that's the name I was looking for. A couple of these wires I could do okay, but one of the wires was really tricky or really hard to get off, and I couldn't really get them off last time, so I'm just gonna leave all these wires on, even though that's a very risky thing to do because they're being tugged right now. And just gotta move everything out of the way. So that way, there we much now anymore. So yeah, yeah, there we go. See, everything's not screwed down properly. That was my fault for not doing that last time, but I shall do that now. Okay, I found the drive shaft, which is good. And I don't know if it just clips in there. Or hang on. All right, the drive shaft's back in, and it's, oh, without the motor not connecting very well, it does make contact with the wheels. Okay. So now it's time to try and screw everything back in, I guess, even though I'm having a hard time making the screws grip onto the threads right here. And also another thing, I probably had a feeling you guys noticed all of this before I did, because I found the drive shaft in the boiler right here. And when you saw the shaft was too short, I bet you guys were yelling at your screens, weren't you? I do apologize. I think I have a slight problem here. Here's a piece that the drive shaft's supposed to stick on, and here's the drive shaft itself. I don't know if you can even see it if I even try to focus in. I think you can see one of the clips is on this thing from that piece right there. Excuse my big finger, but let's see if I get some tweezers. There we go. See, there's a little peg right here. There's not one right here. Hopefully you can see it. That peg is on this drive shaft. So it broke. It's not sticking on very well. It can do it, but not very well. And I hate to super glue that in, but might not have a choice here. So let me see what I can come up with. Okay, I pretty much fixed it, I hope, but this part, I have a super hard time just getting these screws to bite in. They're really small, but if there's anybody out there that can help me with this part right here, because it's flopping around all over the place, I really appreciate it for your help on what to do with that part right there. Because like I said, I have a hard time getting these freaking screws biting into that thread that I need. I have a hard time doing it. So I'm gonna get the body back on now, and I'm gonna plug the locomotive in off camera, and we will see how it performs. I do have the drive shaft in, and I did put just only a tiny drop of super glue on. Like I only put so little on it you can't really see it, so not too much is on there, so it should be all right. But I do need to oil this thing up too, don't I? So I'm gonna go do that real quick too. I'll be right back. Okay, after just a little bit of frustrating and whatnot, I got the engine back together off camera because it was a really fiddly thing to do. The screws, I hate the screws. I hate how small they are. Hate everything about it, but I did get it. I oiled the wheels and axles up and everything. I haven't tested it out yet. I just wanted to test it out live, see if it's functional, I guess. But here it is. Just a start up. There we go. All right, I think I muted it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, let's run it while it's muted. Why not? There we go. That scraping you're hearing is the drive shaft, I think, scraping on the insides. Like I said, I have a really hard time getting the plate back in, or screw back in. So please forgive me for that, but at least this thing does run. So yeah, that's the Broadway Limited New Haven i5. At least it's running good. So yeah, I unfortunately don't know what to do about that scraping, but hopefully one day I will get rid of it. But for now, this is all I got. Anyways, let's just watch this thing run around. Actually, I'll put some cars behind it first. Well, I have the Southern Pacific Consist behind the i5, and I was going to have the engine pull this whole train, but yeah, happened again. So I kind of don't know what to do now. I mean, at least it does work in a way, but the drive shaft is not so much. Oh Lord. So I kind of don't know what to do with this thing now. I mean, I really do want to keep it, but yeah, this I'm sort of stuck with this because I don't really know what to do, you know. But hopefully I'll get this thing up and running soon, because it's a beautiful locomotive, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's I might wrap the video up here because I do not feel like opening this thing up again. And well, yeah, there's no telling what I'll do with it. Well, might not have much success with the i5, and don't know what to do with it. Might just end up getting a new one, and I kind of, you know, don't know what to do with this. And if I have enough money, maybe I'll buy the new release i5. There we go. So instead, I'm gonna have another engine pullet, and it's coming in reverse. This one I recently got. You can follow my channel for a bit. The Milwaukee Road Hiawatha. Now, I do have the Milwaukee Road coaches for this thing, but I just thought I'd run it anyway. By the way, this thing is now DC permanently. I took the DCC decoder out of this thing. The sound wasn't very accurate, obviously, because it has a whistle rather than the air horn the real thing had. And I have the decoder in a plastic bag in my parts bin. It's a TCS Wild Sound, by the way, that this thing was fitted with. But why don't we just have this thing hauled a train to end the video. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.